Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, I want to thank you all for watching. We couldn't do what we do or the amount of things that we do without the support of you, the viewer. If you want to support us financially, which we always appreciate, you can go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, where you can donate as little as $1 a month to help us continue this and all the things that we do. I want to give a special shout out to our $25 supporters, Antitonic, Waterflame, and Samantha Bates. Second, I want to let you all know that we here at Final Show Films are planning a little get-together up at Gen Con this year. That's August 2nd through 5th up at Indianapolis. We're going to be up there just sort of hanging out, enjoying the con, spending time together, and if any of you guys want to come up and say hi, please feel free. We don't bite unless you want us to. And if you enjoy whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to, be sure to check out our website at finalshowfilms.com, where you can find links to all of our other content, both podcast and video. And be sure to follow me at John A. Bates on Twitter for more updates on all of the content we're creating in the future. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. And we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Final Show Films Adventurers League Curse of Strahd. I am William, and I am the Dungeon Master for this particular Adventurers League campaign. And joining me today we have John.
Hello, I'm John, and I'm playing Maria Den Azul, the human Hexblade Warlock.
And Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Connie, the human barbarian.
And Jeremy. I almost said Jack for a second.
Hello, I am Jeremy. I am playing Valis, the Scourge ASMR Grave Cleric.
And Jeff.
Hey, I'm Jeff. I'm playing Jonelle, the Elven Sunsoul Monk.
And joining us, starting from today, Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm playing Zanine, level 5 ranger. Don't have any development yet.
A half-orc ranger.
After that ranger.
And when last we left off, the main party, outside of Zanine, who has not joined us yet, had just encountered a group of zombies who had the lovely ability to have their limbs animate and continue to attack after they had been severed. That was an entertaining little bit of combat, which Valis got to express some of his frustrations with the realm.
He feels much better.
We rejoin in the aftermath of that combat as you all gather yourselves, and I need to look for something real quick while you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Valis, do you need a smoke?
I am fine, thank you. I do not understand what you mean.
It's okay. It's something that we do after particularly pleasurable events in Thay.
I would not call this pleasurable. It is merely something I appreciate being able to fulfill a much needed role here.
Exactly. Well then, I believe we are continuing on to Krasik, so that we can continue to meet with. Although I am still interested in that house on the hill that we saw. We will have to perhaps investigate later. But shall we continue?
Remind me why we're going there again.
There's a lady that's prophesized to be there who's gonna help us.
Krasik.
I remember because we talked before stream about the fact we were going there. We didn't discuss why.
Saint Markovia's Abbey.
Robbie.
Saint Markovia's Abbey is in Krasik. That's why we're going there. That's one of the locations that we were told that we would need to go in order to defeat Strahd, to acquire an ally that will help us defeat Strahd.
I accept that.
Everywhere else is in Strahd's castle.
Which we're going to have to figure out a way to sneak in at some point.
We've already got, there were two things that were outside of Strahd's castle. We've already got one of them. That was at the mill. It was the book that we found. Now we go find our ally, who is Alon Vistani, and then we have to go into the castle because our luck, we roll really well, but we drawed really shitty cards. Or drew really shitty cards.
Legit.
All right. So
I'm.
The group of you proceed to get on the road and make your way, continuing along towards Kresik. As you continue to pass by, as the trees groan around you in the ominous winds, as you approach a bridge that leads across a running river that seems to stretch down from a lake to the northeast, I would like everyone to roll me a perception check.
Ah, my greatest skill. 17.
We're, as a group, universally good at this.
22.
I'm quite bad.
Okay. Well,
And
I am
Zanine,
actually worse.
Sam, if you could roll a stealth check.
a stealth check, not a perception.
Yes.
Okay, how do I do that? I click on stealth.
Yes. There you go.
There you
just
go.
you did it.
Okay.
You look in chat. You rolled a 23.
Yeah.
None of us saw you.
I snuck in.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
off to a typically good start.
That's
So
7.
Zanine, sometime after you were wandering the lands of Faerun, and mists had swept in and rolled across your vision and seemingly transported you to some other realm, and you found yourself within this mysterious, inhospitable, dark place that some of the locals have informed you is known as Barovia, or the lands that you live within, that you are currently wandering. You, having wandered through the forest to try and get a better lay of the land, have come across a strange assortment of individuals. You've crossed a dark-haired woman, seemingly who has origins that look almost from Thay, based on the nature of the dress. You are from but
Yeah.
you wear Thavian clothing.
But Amish colors. Or
Hmm.
Omnian colors.
Omnian.
What are Omnian colors?
Spanish.
Okay.
The people of are Spanish. The people of Thay are German.
Okay.
More or less, yeah.
Seeming Spanish complexion, German clothing, basically.
Yeah.
An elf of tan skin and excessively, shall we say, upbeat demeanor in a place like this.
That would be Miss Erin.
That would be Janelle.
Oh, that would be Janelle. Okay.
A very the opposite spectrum, a very dour. Are you half elf or human, Valis?
Asimar.
Or are you Asimar?
Scourge
Right,
Asimar.
Scourge Asimar. A incredibly dour, pale-skinned individual with dark hair and a completely aggressively dull and bored look on his face.
That is not inaccurate.
Aggressively bored is Valis' state of being.
Okay.
And a well-dressed, but perhaps a little bit conflicted and or confused by their surroundings at individual moments. Individual dressed in robes, so it's hard to tell exactly what they are intended to be. They have the garb of a person of faith, but they do carry a particularly large greatsword on their back that denotes perhaps a bit of martial prowess, which would be Connie. But they have not seemed to notice you, but you have noticed them.
So anyways, I wonder what this Vistani we're going to find will be like. I imagine that she will be something of a rebel, some sort of rebellious streak that has kept her apart from the rest of her company. Perhaps even she has some sort of mystical power that has ostracized her from the rest of the group.
You
You
realize with
are-
the rest of the Vistani that we've met, for her to be a rebel against those people, it'll be quite the rebellious streak.
Excuse me.
Ah, who are you?
I
pull out a sword.
Already got my sword out. I'm Zanine. Luckily, it's pointed at the ground, not aimed at you. Where are you going?
A village named Kresik. Who are you? Zanine? Where are you from?
Dean, where am I from?
You're from anywhere, you are from around. You were raised by wolves. You are from around.
I'm from around.
Around where?
Around the woods.
That is not specific.
I can't get any more specific than that.
There are some that aren't. I can relate. They're not exactly from anywhere. Yeah, but Jonel's looking around to see if there's anyone else coming out of the forest.
Nope.
I am pretty much by myself at the moment. I would like. Where did you say you were traveling to?
Krasik.
Ah, that sounds like a good place to go. May I go with you?
Insight check. I don't know this person.
Being honest.
I mean, my instinct was...
I rolled a 7. I don't know.
Well, that's going on. Eyes of the grave. Not
There is
undead?
no undead. There is
Okay,
no
good.
undead.
Good. Never
You are-
hurts to...
You are staring into the face of a half-orc dressed in dark leathers that seem to have seen a lot of work on the road, who is currently holding their long sword just kind of pointed at the ground, drawn but not pointed.
Do I just because it's a thing that I'm familiar with, do I recognize the cut of her clothes?
No.
Okay.
The cut of her clothes is handmade by someone who lives in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, as someone who also basically lives in the woods by himself normally, recognize it seems very familiar.
Yeah.
I warn you, if you attempt to stab us in the back, there are 4 of us, and we have killed many vampires today. Well, not today, yesterday, but still. What was the day before? Valas, how long ago was the vampire killing?
2 days.
2 days ago.
It wasn't that many.
There were
Killing
like 6
vampires.
of them.
And they weren't exactly vampires. They were vampire spawn.
They
That's
tried to,
different.
they wrapped onto your armor and tried to suck your blood. They were vampires, as far as I'm
They have-
concerned.
Blood-sucking fiends from beyond the grave.
And that is the difference between you and me. Pause. One of them.
Killing vampires sounds good. If we come across any more, I'll help.
Oh, in that case, please come along. Sword goes away. And sword
It's
does
alright.
sword doesn't get sheathed. Sword just vanishes into dust.
She's going to sheath her sword since she's going to be traveling with you.
Welcome, Zanin, to our lovely band. I am Maria Denazul of House Denazul. This is Valis, our lovely cleric who likes to destroy the undead. This is Jonel, our fancy elf monk who punches light out of his hands. And this is Connie, our beauteous devotee of Silun. Or Sune. Sune. That was on.
Sune.
Don't worry, I don't pronounce it the same way each time, so it doesn't matter.
For the record, I was trying to search something to see if it had been posted on site yet, and instead of typing Ring of Honor, I typed Ring of Valis. I blame you, John.
Ring of Valis.
The Ring of Valis. Step into
That
the
is
Ring of
best
Valis.
wrestling company ever, by the way.
It's a wrestling company composed entirely of like incredibly grim heels and baby faces.
Well, no, and undead. Like
And undead, yes.
Valis v. the Undertaker. Turn undead.
I feel like challenge rating factors in there, though I'm not a wrestling fan.
No, yeah, the Undertaker is definitely like a challenge rating 21.
Yeah, the Undertaker CR is too high for Turn Undead, but it would be amusing to watch it try.
All right. So, you all get back on the road and proceed to make your way further along. It's another couple of hours of wandering, mostly keeping an eye on your surroundings, trying to avoid being attacked on your way. But Eventually, the road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment, ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot-high wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin, white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that leads up from the walled settlement to the abbey. You have found your way to the walls of Kresik.
Well, let us go up and see if we are hindered at the gate.
Around what time of day is it by this point?
It's hard to tell in Barovia, but it's probably nearing dusk.
We left at just after dawn, and it was only a couple hours walk.
Let me check. Would have been...
Because we had figured we'd be able to get back by dusk, depending on how long we had. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably noon now.
Yeah.
Close to.
So, walk up to the gates.
All right.
I walk up behind.
All right. The air grows colder as you approach the walled settlements. Two square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot-tall, iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is a name, Kresik. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They watch you nervously.
Hello, travelers coming to Kresik from Vallaki.
You hear a female voice call down. And what business have you in Kresik?
We have come to visit St. Markovia's Abbey.
Can I cast Detect Good and Evil? I haven't done it yet today.
You do not sense any evil creatures or good creatures that would show up on the identity of the spell.
That's fair. I'll keep it up. It lasts 10 minutes. Does this place feel consecrated or desecrated?
It does not.
Okay.
We wish to enter.
The woman kind of looks over her shoulder. Poor people. Go and fetch Kreskov. And there's someone else on the tower who turns and heads out. You'll pardon us for waiting for a minute, but the Burgermeister would have to see to you deciding if you would enter.
Certainly. If it helps, we're not going to be staying long. We are visiting and then leaving back towards Vallaki.
As I said, it'll be up to the Burgermeister whether you're allowed to enter. There's been issues with other people coming in the past.
How so?
Enough
That'll
issues
be up to the
that
Burgermeister to talk about.
I imagine that they have been having allies of the Devil Strahd attempting to infiltrate their town and kill their people.
But enough issues that they have to have the Burgermeister validate everyone that comes in?
I mean,
seems a lot of work for the mayor of the town.
I imagine so as well, but I would rather not imagine.
Well, we will find out momentarily. Oh, look, it's a small town.
I wait for it to load in.
We're at the southern gates.
Did you guys bring Ismark with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
He's our local encyclopedia. That's not fair. He has a sword. He's good with his sword.
Local boy guides adventurers.
Travel guide has sword will travel.
What's the name of those?
Also, he's the kid of a burgermeister, so he may know what's going on.
Smart Kolyanovich. There you are. All right. So, a few minutes later, an individual, elderly-looking fellow kind of approaches from the wall and looks down at the lot of you.
Wave.
Do not wave.
Now, by this point, Jonel's just kind of leaning against a tree or something.
You've all got the look of adventurers about you, he says, looking down at the group of you.
This would be an accurate statement, yes.
I prefer the term crusader.
I don't.
Which I know is probably more disturbing than adventurer, but Valis is remarkably unaware.
Well, whatever you call yourselves, that makes you either an ally or an enemy of Strahd, and I haven't the time or the wherewithal to find out which.
We would be enemies of Strahd. We have just 2 days ago killed, 6 of his spawn?
Indeed.
Whether you be allies or enemies, you'll bring trouble to Krezik with your presence. Why should I let you into these walls?
We only seek to visit the St. Markovia's Abbey and then to leave. We will not be here more than a few hours.
Bring danger to St. Markovia's Abbey, you mean?
No, to come to St. Markovia's Abbey. I do not have a bag full of danger, unfortunately. Do I need to roll a persuasion check?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Connie will speak up at this point.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It behooves those of faith to exchange and learn from the faiths of others. I bring with me the beauty of Soon, and request is to entrance to your city by her light and divine beauty.
I rolled a 10. I rolled a 2. I have a +8, which was a 10.
It wasn't a critical failure.
Doing good. Doing good.
What do you want?
Fine. If you seek to prove yourself worthy of the hospitality of the Burgermeister, you'll have to do a favor for this town.
And what would that entail?
As our friend Valis just asked, yes.
The town has been dry for weeks, and our shipment of wine has been long overdue. The people need something to keep their minds off of the dangers that lurk outside. So if you could travel south to the Wizard of Wine's winery and bring us back a wagon load of wine, we would be more cordial to your entrance.
And why haven't you sent any men down to get more wine?
Have you traveled the roads of Barovia?
Yes. It's quite lovely.
Then you know why we haven't sent anyone down there.
Where is this Wizard of Wine?
Directly to the south. You'll need to cross the river and continue south.
And how long will that be?
Depends on whether or not you're waylaid. Shouldn't be too long.
Okay, so just clarification for me. Are we yelling at someone on top of a tower?
Yeah, the tower.
All right.
I look at the group.
Can I just say, out of character, the Wizard of Wine. The D&D sometimes comes out really goofy with some of their names, but the Wizard of Wine is the best name for a winemaker ever in the
I
D&D
feel like
world.
this is a thing that probably exists in Portland.
It has to. Oh, it has to be.
Like,
Yeah,
if nowhere else, I'm sure Guardian Games has done it at some point because they run Adventurers League.
The
I have a
Wizard of
question.
Wines. Yes.
Can we not go around this thing over here to where the building is, where these trees are, and just sneak in that way?
You theoretically could, but it would require climbing a lot of the cliff face because those little black hash marks are like changes in elevation.
Okay, right here up against the wall where
Yeah.
we're standing. This area right here is all the same level up against the wall.
Yeah, we'd
While
have.
Yeah.
we're there and
You
up to
could-
the
you could-
trees.
You could get to the trees, but then you see where all those little black tick marks are. That's where it starts to become a hill that goes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we're not stealthy. You
You
are.
that
We're not.
Connie will.
Me?
Yeah, that's 100-foot. Like each of those tick marks is 100-foot change in elevation.
Okay. Okay. So we would have to rope and climb. Okay.
Yeah.
Aaron.
As a follower of Soon, I am compelled to pursue beauty and delight. 8. We hope to make contact with an I hope to reach each an individual within the city, and Connie will pull out some pen and paper and begin drafting a letter. It's probably inappropriate to throw it up with a rock. Can I make a paper airplane?
Roll me a. Let me see. What would be an appropriate check for this?
Make origami check.
Origami dart is just like a paper dart type thing. Throwing star, you know.
I mean, there's an amount of dexterity that goes into folding a paper airplane, but I feel like there's also an amount of like craft that is just
Can
like
I
knowing
make
whether
an
it will
argument
fly.
for a religion check?
I don't think there's any religion that goes into making paper airplanes.
No, because
Oh.
Soon wants to deliver letters in a prettier way than just putting them in a scroll.
Yeah, but that would be floating it on like a wave of flowers that carry on the wind.
Fine.
So I think in this particular case, it would probably be. I'm gonna say a performance check because it's more about how you put together an airplane that is like a well-known thing that can fly.
18.
All right. Yeah, you put together a appropriate level of airplane that can fly theoretically, and you throw it. It's a little bit of a risky flight because it's trying to go straight up a wall. But the winds in Barovia are weird, and it carries it.
I was
Nice.
just waiting for it to be the throw, and it just circles
So,
back around
yeah.
and nails you in the forehead.
If you could deliver this is to the wandering Vistani?
Vistani.
Stunning.
This time.
The wandering Vistani that visits your abbey. I'm certain that Soon will delight in the communication of this message.
He kind of holds the paper airplane, looks at it for a second. I can deliver this message while you're retrieving our wine.
Connie will give a deep curtsy.
Well, I could use some wine anyways. Shall we
So
be
we're
off to see the
get
wizard?
a town drunk.
We're off to see the wonderful wizard of wine.
Indeed.
All right. Back to Barovia.
Follow the gloomy, bleak road of Barovia.
All right. So, It's gonna be another probably hour of wandering along the roads, and you've already had your 2 encounters for the day. So we will just go ahead. And as you make your way along these, the grim, forgotten roads, you eventually find yourself walking down a path that is a little bit less trodden for one reason or another, but you do eventually find yourselves. You find the southern leading path that. Who is the snap to?
Shift click.
Shift. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, good. Right where this.
That's,
is that supposed to be us?
That's us.
Yeah.
Okay.
The skull represents your party marker.
Okay, I wasn't sure because, actually that is probably pretty valid for us. Now that I think about it.
So
we just walk straight into a trap.
As you walk down the old Svalich road, after half a mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the wood, ascending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads, "Vineyard."
Well, I believe the vineyard is the place.
That would make sense.
You follow the trail
To the best
west.
of my understanding, admittedly incomplete in the area of wine. That's where it comes from.
Well, we will have to give you a rigorous training course in the various vagrancies of wine.
Long, awkward pause. No.
As you move along the road to the vineyard, a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south toward a stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
As we walk, just kind of examine the grapevines and stuff. Anything actually growing?
You can't really tell because there's a lot of fence. There's a lot of fence between you and the vines.
Hello there. We seek the Wizard of Wine.
The figure who's standing near the tree line is just kind of beckoning you to come closer.
I walk closer.
Insight roll, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an insight. Yeah.
Maria doesn't have time for
I've
insight.
used my detecting people for the day, but
I could still detect more, but first insight, then detect.
It's Strahd.
I mean, I don't feel like I would have to insight roll that. That would just be auto attack.
This individual seems to be trying to beckon you away from the winery, not out of intent to attack you, but out of concern for you.
Might as well see what he has to say.
Alice frowns and approaches.
do I see any evidence of damage to the winery?
It's hard to say. It's the mist that's rolling over everything makes it difficult to see a lot.
Okay.
I've already walked up to the person, so. Who are you that stands so grim, so dark, so beckoning?
Come, careful. Within the cropes. As you approach, about 8 other figures kind of slowly reveal themselves from around the trees, all of them wearing sort of dark leather rain cloaks and cowls.
Velas's hand axe comes out.
He kind of, easy, there's no danger from us here. And he kind of pulls his hood up just enough to see his face, and you see an elderly looking man with like long silver hair that flows down heavily on one side of his face and a full, like heavy, thick chin beard. sort of leaning on a heavy bronze and copper staff. My name is Davian Martikal, and I am the owner of the Wizard of Wines winery.
And you are the person we are seeking. We are seeking 1 wagon full of wine, please.
What is wrong with the vineyard?
That was what I was about to express to the lot of you. You are coming at an unfortunate time. I am afraid that a number of druids, perhaps, people in the service of darkness, have invaded my winery and are filling it with their mysterious machinations and small folk of twigs that attack anyone who enters.
If we clear it out for you, can we get a wagon of wine? It's not for us. I mean, it's only partially for me. The town of Kresik to the north are apparently very sick of not having any booze.
There are 3 barrels near the loading dock of the winery, another 3 and several wine bottles in the cellar, and more wine still fermenting. So, if you are willing to clear the place out, I will happily load you a wagon full of wine.
Why are these druids assaulting you?
I bet it has to do with
I know
Strahd.
myself. That is my only guess, yes. But I do not know. I wish I knew, because I might be able to deal with them. But as it stands, myself and my fellow co-workers and my compatriots are left to huddle in the trees until something is done.
And do you know where these druids are?
Presumably within the winery. All I see are their little twig monsters that wander around.
Twig monsters?
Well, Valus, you have a hatchet, which I believe
Can I
would be
get
very
a
suitable.
nature roll on what a twig monster is?
Killing twig
You
monsters.
can actually. Let me think. Let me see exactly.
Or Arcana. I will take Arcana.
It will either be nature or arcana. I'm just trying to figure out which one it would be.
If it's what I think it is, it'd probably be nature.
Yeah, it'd be a nature check.
Damn it, I'm better at Arcana. Okay, that's fine.
21.
18.
8!
Why didn't I roll that? Why didn't I roll that good on my persuasion roll?
16.
Valis sounds like some kind of possessed tree, as far as you're concerned. The rest of you, it
The
sounds
good
like.
thing I have a hand axe.
For the rest of you, it sounds like. I mean, the closest thing that you can think of that would be like an evil animated piece of wood that would attack people is a blight.
Would out of curiosity, because Zanine didn't roll, would the Rangers' favorite terrain perhaps lend more information?
No, but the ranger can make a nature check as well.
Okay.
No, not quite familiar to you.
Never mind.
Worth a try.
Sorry.
I hear possessed tree, and
Should we-
Valis turns around and starts walking toward the vineyard.
It
Or
would
the
likely be
building.
twig blights of some kind.
So,
Connie will give a quick bow and follow after Valis because
Valis is about to do something stupid.
I guess we're gonna get into this then.
Well, Zanine,
leaving the healer to go fight that thing alone is probably a bad idea.
Zanine, welcome to the party. Your first task will be helping us kill a bunch of twig blights. They are small, little things.
Point me in the right direction.
They are small little things made of bundles of sticks. They are very easy to kill. Come on, let's go. And I will lead. I will follow after Valis and Connie with the other two.
Yep.
They look
All
like
right,
they look a
fine.
little bit like they look a little bit like dolls that have come to life, kind of face.
Give a small nod to the man before we leave, and like, I guess we will be back shortly.
Well, good fortune to you.
I'm out of
He
spells.
says that like he doesn't expect us to survive this.
By the way, I'm out
Have
of
fun
spells.
storming the castle.
You think they'll make it? It would take a miracle. All I've got left is my cure wounds for the day. So.
Okay, so we probably should have taken a short rest, is what I'm hearing. Because
Yeah,
you're
it's okay.
blocked.
I did not use any spells in the last battle. I think I used one.
You use spiritual weapon.
That's right. I used one because that is accurate because I only have one second level spell off.
Detect help anybody?
What was that?
Would detect magic help anybody or anything?
Not right now. We're pretty certain it's magic.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't have anything that's helpful.
Detect magic is more for where we're looking around for sources of magic or what kind of magic we're dealing with. Sort of thing.
Right now, we're kind of blundering into an encounter, so stabbing and shooting is probably going to be very helpful in just a moment, if I know Valis.
Because, unfortunately, this is what Valis does. He
Valis
hears
is
about
off to
people
hit something.
and he
My
goes
sword
and
and getting
kills
ready to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Valis is off to hit
Oh, yeah.
something.
We
He's
also
just-
should have taken a short rest because Valis is injured.
Am I?
Yes.
I'll be fine.
So,
I have
situated in the
been
midst
very
of
touch now.
Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old two-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivy covering every wall and iron fencing along its roofline. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. Sorry, I actually need to put you on the other side of that. You were supposed to be over here.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay, there we are.
Boop. Valis is, you might have predicted this, marching his way in.
Yep.
Valis, the door is over here, I say, pointing to the steps and the door to the right.
A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. As you approach, you hear the rustle of dead vines all around you. Inhuman shapes emerge from the vineyard, their limbs cracking as they trudge forth through the mist and rain. And then I need to unveil fucking all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Tree monsters are fun.
It's okay, your cleric has an idea.
You know, usually that inspires confidence.
Remember, we can't light everything on fire.
Says
Who
you.
needs to light everything on fire?
Radiant fire isn't technically fire.
Correct.
And green flame is definitely fire. I can take out 2 at a time. Also, my packed blade is in hand. So, for Zanine's benefit, as we approached, Maria held out her right hand, and a great sword that looks very much like Connie's great sword just materializes.
Wow.
So it's a
Oh, hang on.
fancy, ornate weapon with a clearly shining blade.
Yes. This time, Maria wanted to emulate Connie's great sword.
Cool. See how much.
Praise Mustafa Ali after.
It seems to be much lighter, though, because Maria has very spindly arms, but is wielding it with one hand right now. Just
I was gonna say, great swords are not typically finesse weapons.
no, my packed blade.
Hmm.
I use charisma, not dexterity for it.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, you see about 30 of these large wandering tree folk things.
How large is
Excellent.
large?
Medium is large.
Bigger than a person.
It's actually technically small is large. There are plants that are getting up and wandering at you.
Oh. They're small, not medium.
Come to me.
Valis, they're out here, I say, pointing to the left.
Well, darn.
Shall we roll initiative?
Cool.
As you realize that they are all approaching from various places throughout, yeah, we're gonna roll some initiative.
There are quite a lot of these things.
6.
16.
Yeah, I can't find initiative. Where's that?
Mother.
It's at the top of your
So-
character sheet.
It's where?
Yeah,
At top of the
Yeah,
character
click-
sheet.
click on your character's token, and then at the I need to make sure that you have vision. Do you have vision? You do. Okay. Yeah.
Top of your character sheet, above your hit points.
Yeah.
That top row of
Okay,
your
got it.
character's
Yep.
information. Yep.
Got it.
What's your dexterity?
Dexterity is 5.
14.
Plus 5. So,
Plus 5. So
it's plus 5. Then hers is she's faster than me.
No, that's her strength, I believe. Because she's a strength fighter. Her dexterity.
No, it says dexterity is 5.
No, that's your dex. That's your dex save. That's your dexterity saving throw.
To the left of that in the row.
Yeah, directly left of that is 14 is your dex.
Oh, so I'm faster than.
by the way, William, just in case you didn't realize, because I know it can be hard to tell, we're seeing the twig blights rolls.
Oh yeah, I should do that. I should fix that.
I know that's really tough to tell when it shows up for the characters and not. So
Because it's always It's for some reason they don't think that the GM is going to want them to always whisper. Because they default to never whisper.
Yep.
Oh, believe me, I have griped about that on Eberron in extended rants before the episode because I'm putting together an NPC sheet and then I click on something, roll it, and they're like, well, I guess we're fighting a vampire tonight.
Sorry.
All right. So
That's why I intentionally roll the most powerful attacks when I'm testing out if it's whispering.
That's why I don't put the names in until I'm done with making the character.
That is actually a phenomenal idea.
Or you label it something absurd, like
Taras.
2 foot tall man.
Oh,
Everything's a flump until it's not.
I like that Aaron's idea was foot tall man, and both John and William said at the same time,
Taras.
Taras.
We had to fight a Taras recently. It's on our minds.
Anyway, Janelle, you are up first as you see these small twig people approaching you from all angles. As you see the winery before you and twig people all around you.
Twig people to the left of me, twig people to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
I'm gonna move over here to the right and screw it. I was just gonna wait, but I am going to concentrate, summon golden light from my hands, and I'm going to make twig blight. Okay. I'm going to make attack on one of each of these. One on the first top one, and then one on the one right below that.
All right.
So first one, 11.
I don't think their AC is super high, but it is higher than 11.
Okay, so top one misses, and he fires off another bolt at the one below that. And
12 also misses.
That was a warning.
You fire these two bolts of radiant energy, and they just soar over these very small plant creatures that just kind of duck and scuttle underneath as they move closer to you.
And I will hold my position here.
All right, Maria.
I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at and hold out my hand and Eldritch Blast at some dudes. I'm gonna open up on this one over here on the to the left. I am at 5th level, which means I do 2 blasts, I think. Yes.
Yes.
16.
That hits.
And a 20.
Both of those hit.
For 1 and 4 points of force damage.
The first one, poof, thuds into it, and it seems to recoil a bit. And the second one blasts into it, and the front leading twig blight scatters into a series of twigs.
And that's like, no, Jonelle, you have to aim like this.
I got it.
Anything else?
That's it.
Zanine.
I cannot see the enemies on the screen. All I can find us.
Try zooming out a bit. They're on the far left side.
And the right. Yeah, far left and right.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I see them now. Do it.
If you want, you have a movement speed of 30 feet. You can move right here to be able to attack a group of them.
They were over to the left.
They're both sides.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on both sides.
Okay.
They are everywhere.
They're everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to move. Since I have to be close, I've got a sword. I'm going to move. Is that as far? As far as I can go, or do I need to move?
You can move one step further.
Okay.
Be right there.
And I'm going to attack.
All right. So, so this is Sam's literal first game of 5e. So I'm gonna break it down for her.
Yep.
So on each of your turns, you have 3 things that you can do in your turn. You have your action, you have your bonus action, and you have your movement.
Okay, so I did my movement.
Yeah, you did your movement. You've moved 30 feet. You've moved up to the twig blights. You can use your action to attack, and when you do that, you as a 5th level ranger, you can attack twice. So you can make one attack on 2 things. You can go. So let's go ahead and roll your first attack with your longsword.
Okay, I'm going to attack this one first.
And you're using it in one hand, I'm assuming, for your dueling style.
Yes.
Okay. So. All right, so go ahead and click on the longsword name to roll your attack. It'll be right below your hit points in the block of weapons. A natural one, unfortunately, misses. As you swing, and this twig blight just ducks underneath you, but you have a second attack. You can swing again.
Okay. So I'm going to click longsword again.
Yep.
Okay.
18. 18 will hit. So if you want to, in that box where you see the die roll of 18, if you want to click the word longsword, it'll roll damage.
Okay. Which box?
You see where the 18 is at in the chat room?
In the chat room. Yes.
Yeah, click on the word longsword.
Click on the word longsword right underneath it.
Oh, that's Aaron. Hang on.
Oops.
Wrong one. Got it. Longsword to 18?
Yes.
Yep. Word longsword.
All right.
There you go.
So, 11 points of slashing damage obliterates the twig blight that is in front of you.
Okay.
As you slice through it, and it literally parts like kindling.
Wow.
And as a hunter, you have the Horde Breaker ability, which means when you make a weapon attack, you can you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target. So you can also make an attack against the one next to it.
This one.
Yep. So go ahead and make another attack roll.
Attack roll. That's
Click the longsword again.
long
The
sword.
word long. Yeah, click longsword again. 20 hits. Okay. Now go ahead and click the word for damage again.
Which one again?
Click the word
the
longsword.
Yeah, in the chat.
Oh, in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 more damage. The second one, underneath the swing of your blade, as you cleave through the first one into the second one, you scatter them both. And that will be your turn. Probably.
And I can't move back, so I'm waiting to be attacked.
You've already used all 30 feet of your movement, so you can't quite move anymore. Which then brings us to the twig blights. Only 3 of them remain over there, but there's a lot of them coming around, so you can only move 20 feet, though. These 3 are going to pile on.
Oh, there's more over there that I can't see.
Wow, there's a lot of them.
That is okay.
Yep. Goodbye, Rachel.
Valis has a wonderful plan. It will almost certainly not get him killed.
Okay, they're gonna dash.
Oh, do please get into range of my blade.
Oh, tell me they can't reach me this turn, because then I can go up and murder them.
Indeed, they cannot.
You get 2, I get 2.
I'm so confused right now, because since Valis took a step forward, he can't see any of this.
Don't worry. I'll move out of that space soon, and you can move.
Right now, you're getting the bystander view of the superhero fight, where like it's like sort of like inside a building, looking at just the superheroes that are like through like a window, and you're seeing them attacking things, but not seeing what they're attacking.
It's the episode of Gravity Falls on 3D claymation. Where it's like, wow, this is a great fight. Sure is nice to be facing towards it.
You guys are looking at the 4 that are to your left. You're not seeing the like 20 that are around the corner to the right.
Yep. We'll get to them. Don't worry.
3 attacks. A 9 misses you. What is your armor class, Zanine?
Armor class is 18.
At the top of your character sheet.
William, Istmark didn't roll initiative.
Oh yeah, Istmark needs to roll for his initiative. Yes.
My armor class is 18.
Going last.
Nope.
Oh,
Valis is still last.
Valis is still last. Alright, armor class is 18, so that will miss you. 13 will miss you. And 12 will miss you. So these three like small, like they look like mini Groots. I showed you the handout. As they run up towards you and kind of claw at you, their hands just kind of scrape across the armor, your armor and your shield, and are unable to make purchase against you.
Yay.
All right, Connie, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run up to here. I'm gonna start smashing things with a greatsword.
You going to attack recklessly?
Wait. Like, just cursory glance, does it look like bludgeoning would do more? Because they're twiggy.
Not any more that you would suspect.
Okay. Then I'm just going to use my greatsword. I'm not going to rage right now, because I only have 1 left.
Recklessly 11. Or no?
Misses, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was asking, are you going to attack recklessly?
I don't think I can do that unless I'm raging.
I believe you can always reckless attack.
Reckless.
That's a good question. I've never had anybody. I've never had a character Came out
So,
of my head.
unfortunately, I put the wrong text in reckless attack clearly, so give me a second to find actual.
Yeah, you throw aside all concern for your defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. It does not require
No.
rage.
You know who? I tried to do a plug while you guys were looking for information, but I realized I was muted. I tried to say, you know who would have this information? D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond, please, please, please sponsor us, please.
Yeah, you can attack recklessly even if you're not raging. You'd have to decide on the first attack of your turn.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, then I'll do that. I thought it was.
No worries.
It's early.
It's early in the
That's
morning.
only
We get it.
defense I have
16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
$13 damage.
You actually can't roll less damage than it takes to kill these things, so you scatter one of them.
Okay, next one.
22 hits. That reckless is really coming in handy.
Yep,
Second one scatters.
11 damage. Yeah. So that's 2 down. No significant problems yet.
All right, and you have nothing for your bonus action.
Yeah, I was just checking. Divine Fury is
It is a rage thing, yeah.
Wait. Tell me if that looks like a rage thing to you. Obviously, GM approval.
Yeah, it
but-
says while you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns.
Okay. Clearly, I'm not quite away. Thanks.
You
Done.
getcha. All right. Ismark is going to run and assist Zanin with the horde of twig blights. As this pale human with long blonde hair who was also traveling, but I forgot to mention when you met the rest of the group. Kind of runs forward and with his long sword in one hand just swipes out with a 19 to hit, which deals 10 slashing damage and scatters one of these twig blights. And then his second 22 scatters a second one, and he's unable to reach any more for his short sword. Which then ends his turn, and he looks over at Zanin. All right, there are many of them, but I think we can do this. They're weak enough that I think we can handle them.
Okay, we'll do it.
Brings to Valis' turn.
All right. So first, I need to see what I'm looking at. Okay, 5. Damn it! There's only 2 of them.
On the left.
Over here.
Yes. All right, this will have to work. 10, 15. What the fuck? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Good enough. It's not a dex save, or it's not a strength save. They have to make Constitution saves or take 7 radiant damage.
So does Connie.
I'm gonna tell you what their con save is. Yeah, Word of Radiance is on your
Each
choice.
creature of your choice
Oh.
that you can see.
Oh, that's better.
Yes, it is.
That's better than I thought it was.
No, Word
So
of
is it-
Radiance is badass against little weak creatures.
I
Yeah,
have
so-
to ask because it's always important to ask. I'm assuming Connie is excluded, or do you want Connie
Is
making save?
excluded.
Okay.
So yeah, Valis, you step forward and just like stomping forward like you have somewhere to be and just putting one hand on the holy symbol on your neck. You
Yep.
just mutter under your breath these words of divine power, and this radiant light suffuses your form and blasts outward. And the twig blights look surprised at you for a second, and then scatter into piles of twigs underneath the radiant energy.
There we go. And I've got
Wow.
5 more feet, so sure, I'll move forward a little bit more. Just in case there's more coming. Surround me, little twig creature.
All right. So That brings us to the top of the round, Janelle.
Like, oh, there's still some more over here. So
Coming.
wow, there's a whole lot of these little buggers, aren't there?
Yes, there is.
I love that reaction. It's like, oh, there's still some over here. Holy fuck. Okay.
Okay, more than I thought. So first thing I'm gonna do,
I said 24 and I meant 24.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Jonelle comes running up. It's basically a flying kick at this one up here. And I'm
Wow.
going to miss.
You launch yourself at them with a flying kick and it just ducks.
You just ducks, land, and then just kind of into a spin kick, and I'm
That one connects.
the head.
As Janelle has finally managed to land a blow. So I said the axe kick basically scatters the twig blight as well.
And so that's 20 feet, 25, 30. Step up here, and I am going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows. I'm going to do one attack against this one, and then the second one against this guy over here. 16. 11 points of damage. And then
The unnecessary crit. Just absolutely.
Jonelle's just getting frustrated. Like, why?
And it's gone. Hilariously, you did less damage with the crit than you did with the regular attack.
Yeah.
Alright, Maria.
Well, it seems that our friend has unleashed his monkey fury on the twig blights over there, so I will step over here and open this door.
Alright.
The twig blights are not the concern. I'm wondering where these druids are.
Open up this
The twig blights are not a concern on their own.
Oh, no.
As supplemented by more powerful, perhaps spellcasting characters.
Those are the ones that I'm looking for.
I like how you ignored everything but the last three words of that sentence.
10, 20, 25.
It's fine. We've aggroed entire dungeons and modules before and come out perfectly all right.
Step into this room and open this door.
Or
that will take
intact.
it'll take your bonus action to open the second door.
That's fine.
So
I mean, we had like twice the number of required party members, but it was fine.
I call out from this room, there are only barrels of wine in here, no druids. And that's my turn.
alright. Zanine, back to your turn. You are surrounded again.
I'm moving my token not to move my character, but just so that the people watching can see the things that are going on elsewhere. Because I can't see shit.
Okay, I'm going to move down one spot. And then I'm going to attack this guy right here with the gnome sword. And what am I supposed to do next now that I know what I'm doing?
Alright, so go ahead and you're going to attack them. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll with your longsword.
Attack roll.
So click on the longsword in your character sheet.
Okay. Got it.
That was the one in the chat. Go click on the one in your character sheet.
Oh, character sheet. Sorry.
Yeah, the one in the character sheet is for making the attack roll, and then if it hits, you click the one that shows up in the chat to roll damage.
Okay, got it.
15 hits, roll damage. I don't think you can not kill
And
them.
then I click this one over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, 12 points of damage. Yep, one more goes away.
Okay. And I have another move, right? Or another action.
You have one more attack. You can make a
Okay,
second
I wanna
attack against.
Attack that one. my longsword.
All right. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage will be over here.
He's gone.
Yay!
And you've only used, so every square on this battle map is 5 feet of movement. You've only used 5 feet to move where you're at, so you still have the rest of your 25-foot movement speed.
Okay. Do I have any more actions left?
Theoretically, that could have been your Horde Breaker attack, so you actually do still have one more attack to make.
Okay, so I'm
So
going
you
to
can-
move. Can I move? That's another action.
Yeah, you can move. You can move between attacks.
Okay, I'm going to move here. No. And I'm going to attack this guy
All right.
with my longsword.
That hits. Roll damage.
And then, oops, I lost my thing.
Yeah, this is what Hordebreaker is kind of designed for.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And here we go with
It's
the
an
longsword.
awesome ability.
Yeah. So Zanine just dancing amongst these small twig creatures, to the left, to the right. 2 are gone, and then straight forward with a thrust. The third one. All 3 of these beasts scatter like twigs underneath the strength of the swings.
Do I have any more actions?
That will, I believe, will be everything on your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, because you only get one
I'm-
Hordebreaker extra attack.
All right. So that brings it to the twig blights. We're going to step over their fallen dead. Meow. 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 Have solidly positioned themselves everywhere.
Oh no, I'm surrounded by twig people.
All right. We're gonna have.
That's
3
okay.
attacks on Jonelle, 1 with advantage.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Between the 3 of you, each of you can kill. Between the 3 of you, you can kill all of those twig blights on your next 3 turns.
Aha.
Because
Pretty
Ismark has 3 attacks, Janelle has 4 attacks, and you have 3 attacks. And that's exactly the number of twig blights that are left.
I mean, if
Assuming
they
Janelle
would
hits
just
them.
surround me.
So Janelle, a 22, I'm assuming, hits you.
Yes.
You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Ow. They give splinters.
Yes.
A 22 hits you again, and you take 4 more points of piercing damage.
They are the worst splinters.
And a 17.
Yes.
Does a 17 hit you?
No.
So the third one misses you. As the 3 blights that are to your right swing at you with these long splintery claws, and 2 of them manage to find purchase on you. And then Zanine, you find yourself surrounded by 7 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them have advantage. 14 misses you. 16 misses you. 8 misses you. 15 misses you. 18 hits you.
Yes,
Your
it
armor
does.
class is 18. You take 3 points of piercing damage. There are 2 more attacks coming at you. So if you go to your hit points,
If you,
you have your maximum hit points and your current hit points. The current hit points are the bigger number. If you want to just take 3 off of that.
Okay. Okay, I'm down to 39. I'm still good.
And then you have 2 more attacks coming at you. A 20 hits you for 5 more. And a 5 misses you. So you take 5 more points of damage.
Okay, I'm down to 34. Still good.
And that would be
no, we're about it.
the Twig Blight's turn. And Connie, you're up.
All right, cool. Let's see. Like, I would love to help over there, but I don't think that I can get there in time to be of any actual use.
We are way off that.
However, I'm going to head that way because I feel like otherwise we end up forking and splitting the party quite significantly. So I have a 40-foot movement, so I'm going to take an 80-foot... Sorry, the stupid tarot cards are in the way.
Yeah, let me hide the tarot decks.
Thank you.
Because they're not coming up again.
Yeah. That makes it a little easier. I'm going to take... dash to... Well, that was not where I was... Where the fuck did I go? Sorry, William, I don't know where I...
You went to the other zone. Hang on.
Oh.
You went to a different floor.
Okay. Yeah, I think something
Suddenly,
was dragging
Connie
my
takes
token
the
up.
book gate.
Oh, I was just like one square off. Okay, my bad. That's 60. So, with my movement, I can't get through them, but I can get to there. So now, more of us are in the same place. Yay! That's usually a good thing. Yeah, but that's all I can do. Sorry, guys.
Alright. That brings us to Ismark. Which he's going to make his 3 attacks as much as he can. Ismark Kujanovic going to make a longsword attack. 16 hits, scatters one of the twig blights. Nine misses, so he has to make a short sword attack against that twig blight. With a natural one, also misses as the second twig blight just kind of ducks around his two.
Damn it, Ismark.
Longsword and short sword.
I haven't been
Valis.
rolling that great either.
All right.
It is your turn.
Valis is assuming that the twig blights aren't all coming from one direction. So he's got to keep going this way because he's dumb. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Well, I don't see anything yet. 5, 10, 15. I see something through an open door.
Yes, you do.
What do I see?
You see what is about to be storming out on the next initiative count. 24 of these much larger man-sized walking masses of wood.
Valis is going jackpot.
Yes. We have reached peak Valis.
We really have. Well, so he stops there. He still has his bonus action. Spiritual weapon. And he's going stabby stab.
Yeah, let me get a spiritual weapon token. You roll it.
I'm betting a 10 doesn't hit.
I don't think so, no, because these guys are, I believe, tougher.
Of course they are.
But here is your spiritual weapon token that I will just give you control over.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I do not have full vision of my token at the moment. It's fine. Here. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I get that Jeremy just zoomed out a bit.
No, he actually rounded the corner.
Oh.
That's a lot of.
For the audience,
things.
For the audience, this is what Jeremy sees. For dramatic irony, I'm right behind this door.
And these doors.
There's somebody who's got a twin light in there.
Maybe Connie should have stayed with Valis.
Connie assumed Valis would follow.
okay,
because
it's okay.
Connie is not the most insightful person.
Maria is flanking all of them with Valis. We're good. Between the two of us, we got it.
That's not how flanking works.
They don't know that.
Leave him with his delusions.
That door opens. Oh. From inside that room, I lied! There's more than just wine in here!
I have to slowly maneuver all of these blights that appear at the start of this turn out of this room, along with the druid that is leading them.
It's okay. I've got a great sword that spouts flame at things. And these guys are made of wood.
Yes, they are. Janelle, it is your turn.
Okay.
Again, just moving for the audience's sake.
My question is, how in the name of God is Roll20? We've seen what Roll20 does when it has a lot of different items to deal with. How is Roll20 even functioning right now for anybody in the world?
I'm willing to
without
bet for William
creatures
it's
on the
lagging.
map?
But...
I'm going
It's
to...
lagging for me, definitely. That's why I had that issue earlier, is I'm jolting around quite a bit.
I'm basically going to make 4 attacks in kind of an L, starting from this guy, going down.
Just one sweeping leg.
Ending up on him. One swing and it's just basically one spin kick, and then use a key point for flurry of blows, so I do 4 attacks. So
just unleash your Tatsumaku Senpukakyu.
Yeah.
Go full Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg.
Like,
Tatsumaki Senpukakyu.
So the
All
upper
go ahead and
right.
roll me your attack.
Upper right.
That hits. Roll damage. Scattered.
6. The one below it. Natural 20. The one right below that. 22. 6 points of damage. And then ending up on this guy. 26. Hey. 11 points of damage. So just one big sweeping kick through all of them.
Yep. As you scatter all 4 of them into piles as you perform the sweeping kick that sends them all sprawling. We bring it back to Maria. It's your turn.
I'm gonna move forward a bit here.
Yep. All right.
I'm going to use my cantrip of Green Flame Blade, which is at the level where it adds fire damage to my base attack and does an extra D8 of fire damage to the person next to them. So the guy in front of me and the one to the right are both getting hit with fire as soon as I make my roll. As soon as I find my character sheet. There it is. Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Yay! So the first one, the one in front of me, gets 14 slashing, 3 fire. Which, I don't know if they're vulnerable to fire or not, but they're made of wood. I hope they are.
Hilariously, the twig blights are the little ones. The needle blights, not so much.
Huh. Well. Oh well. And then the one immediately above it, although it dies anyways, the one immediately above it takes 11 points of fire damage.
Does it add your charisma to the fire damage?
No, it's I mean, technically yes. It does my spellcasting modifier in fire damage normally, and then at level 5 it adds a D8 to that.
It adds a D8. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it also dies.
So yes, it technically does.
Exactly.
Add technically, it doesn't add my charisma modifier. It is my charisma modifier, and that adds a d8.
Yeah. All right.
And then
and that is your action.
That's my action. There's one left. I'm not gonna move.
There's more than one left.
I mean, there's one that can hit me. I'm going to not move because that way they don't get the ability to surround me. Oh. That's my turn. Make it Zanines. Also, also louder because I didn't hear a response. No, seriously, guys, there are more inside. This way, please. Help.
Zanine, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to.
You are surrounded.
Yes, I am. I'm going to attack this one.
If you hold down your mouse, you will make a ping click that shows me exactly which one you're looking at.
Oh.
If you click and hold on there you go. Okay, yeah. So that one. Okay.
Okay.
You going for the one on the bottom left?
Bottom left, yes.
Yes. Okay. Roll me an attack.
Attack. Which is.
Longsword.
Oh.
Long sword in your character sheet.
I didn't know. There it is. Okay.
All right. 12 just misses, but you can make your second attack against it. Hit the attack button again.
In your character sheet.
Yeah, because the 12 would have missed, and unfortunately did not hit.
Okay.
All right. 18 does hit though, so you can go ahead and roll damage again. 13, it scatters. And then with your Horde Breaker, you can make a third attack against a separate target.
I'm going to go with this one, hoping that Connie or the other gentleman up there will get the one behind me.
All right. You're going for which one?
This one right below me.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Hopefully, between Connie and Ismark, they can take out the rest of them.
That hits. Roll damage. And it's gone.
Okay. And I still have a movement, correct?
Yes, you can still move.
Okay, I'm going to move. Since I took him out, I'm going to move down here.
All right. So as you leave the area threatened by the one above you, it gets to make a swing against you, which is probably going to miss. With a 16, that misses. So yeah, it swipes at you as you try and get away from it, but you completely ignore it as it just scrapes off your armor. All right. That brings us to the Blight's turn.
Are the other ones moving on the same initiative, William?
Yes.
Okay, so let me move character back.
So first off, the twig blights that are left. One is going to close some of these windows. I got too many of these. So one is going to attack Zanine with a 17, which misses. One's going to attack Jonelle with a 6 that misses, and one's going to attack Ismark with a 5 that misses. All right, so that's the twig blights, which then brings us to the needle blights.
Boy.
Is going to be. They have a movement speed of 30, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, hello!
5, 6.
I see they've mastered
Dash.
the surround tactic.
Oh, hello.
Think. And then
So that
poor
changes my
Valis.
plan.
Bring it,
I mean, poor Valis. This is what Valis wanted.
Valis is okay with this.
This guy's gonna have to dash to get around here.
If Valis and Maria kill all of these needle blights, you guys will feel very bad. Valis and
Who
Maria
will
will
feel
probably
bad?
not kill all of these needle blights. the ones who aren't killing needle blights.
Oh.
Trying very carefully to delete these guys without deleting my 1 initiative tracker, but I'm probably going to end up doing it.
You can put them back on the GM layer or just have X's over them.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them with X's over them right now, which is why I'm trying to thin them out.
Yeah.
Also, putting the one that's on the putting the one that's the initiative tracker on the GM layer will still invisible the tracker. So
That'll do for right now. All right, so Jesus, how many?
I've got 5
1, 2,
coming at
3,
me.
4. Looks like I have 9 attacks coming at me. And let's say I have multiple attacks, in which case I have 18 attacks coming at me.
I hope
You've only
they don't
got.
have multiple
You've
attacks.
actually only got 7 attacks because the one to your south end had the dash.
Oh, sweet!
See, the barbarian was like, hey, guys, let's stick together and not charge into a fight. And the cleric went off and charged into a fight with the warlock.
To be clear, the fight charged into me. I found an empty room full of barrels.
All right, so 7 attacks on you, Valis. What is your armor class?
17.
All right. I need to set these guys to roll, but you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Yes, I do.
Always whisper.
It's fine. I am fine.
A 19 hits you for another 4 points of piercing damage.
I'm still good.
A 9 misses you. A 21 hits you for 5 points of piercing damage.
Still good.
5. 22 hits you for 5 points of piercing damage.
Less good.
Number 6. 10 misses you.
Good.
Number 7. 9 misses you.
Good. I'm fine.
I'm
All right.
having flashbacks every time you play Lucio.
I have. Hey, no. Because against Lucio, or when I'm playing Lucio, I survive.
That's fair.
And then 5
Valis may
attacks,
not be so lucky.
5 attacks on you, Maria.
Come on.
12. What is your armor class?
Miss. My armor class is 16.
16. All right, so 12 misses you.
Mm-hmm.
19 hits you for 3 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
12 misses you.
That's an 11th of my hit points.
18 hits you for 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 1 more. 10 misses you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's actually there's 2 guys who can actually see you through the wall. So there's actually 2 more attacks coming at you, Valis, because they have needles that they can throw at you.
Oh, they've got
Oh,
ranged
good.
attacks.
Oh,
a 7,
good.
a 7 and an 8 still miss you though, as the 2
Okay.
that are far back just sprout needles from their shoulders that fire at you, but they kind of clink off of your armor. And then there's 1 at range who can actually see you, Maria, who's going to fire from a distance at the 14 to hit you.
Misses. Worth noting, I don't know if it matters, but 2 of the ones that are attacking me I have half cover from.
Yeah. Those are the ones that would have missed you hard anyway, so...
Good.
One of the... Okay, we got 3 guys who had... No, those 4 had the dash. Okay, they're good. And then our good friend, the druid. Who is going to cast Longstrider on themselves. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Guys, I saw the druid. She went past my window, or my door.
I saw Druid as well before I got surrounded by ow.
All these needles. All the needles.
Connie, it's your turn.
Okay, barbarian dashing backwards now.
Take a swipe at all these guys.
Nope. You're on your...
I mean,
I am trying to navigate 2 different sides of the party, and I cannot both get back to the cleric and take a swipe at those guys.
Can you
All right,
dash?
so
Can you
you're-
dash?
So they get swipes at me, presumably.
Yeah, you can move around them because the border of this map is not the actual border of the area, but you will take.
Also, they're small creatures, but
Well, the needle blights are medium. So you will take 3 attacks opportunity though.
Yep.
Which is gonna be as soon as I can find out where the fuck I put my needle blights. There they are. Claw. 20 hits you for 4 points of piercing damage.
yep.
17.
17 will hit because my AC is 17.
Okay, so that's 5 more points of piercing damage, and an 8 misses you.
Yep. Cool.
All right, was that your dash?
That was 60 feet of my dash. I have 20 more feet.
Okay.
But you know what? I get the sense Valis is somewhere over here.
No, Valis is a little bit further to the west.
Valis is over here.
Okay.
You'd have to be over
Specifically-
here.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valis is all the way over here.
It's quicker to go through the building to get to him than to go around, though.
You can. You probably wouldn't know this, but you can cut through here. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an open area.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't know that, but I would also know
No.
how much time Valis had to run around.
That is true.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll take the 3 more attacks of opportunity. And
I'm fine. I've got 5 whole hit points. I'm good.
He can heal himself.
get to there.
He won't, but he can.
Ugh.
10 misses
Did
you,
anyone
9
buy
misses you.
like a healer's
natural one
kit
misses
or
you.
something for stabilizing people without magic?
I've got
But-
one. I've got a
William?
healer's kit.
All right. So those three opportunity attacks miss you.
Cool.
That's what I spent most of my money on. My starting funds on.
Oh, now I see you. Hi.
Ismark is not in a good place.
What do you mean? He's fine.
Damien, go away. I don't need you. I need Ismark. Ismark Koyanovich is going to make an attack against one of the twig blights. It's going to miss with a 10 and 11 misses. Wow,
He's currently
Ismark.
He's currently flanking with
Okay, yeah. So the 20 will hit, and that'll
Yeah.
kill the twig blight.
Yeah, he's
He
currently
is
flanking with Janelle. Not that the first one would have mattered because it was a 10 on both rolls.
And then he will take a step right here and stay within the needle blight's range to stab the other twig blight with a 9, which misses.
Way to go, Ismark. Thanks for the help.
All right. Valis, it's your turn.
All right. I have 2 questions
Yes.
that are highly theoretical.
All right.
one is theoretical, dependent on the other. You can only hold your main action, correct? You cannot hold your bonus action.
Yeah, you can hold your main action.
Damn. That negates what I was going to ask, which is, can you hold a spare the dying for when you drop to 0?
I want to point out that typically when you have something that makes an action a bonus action, you can still take that thing as an action.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that negates my action, which would negate his ability to kill everything around him.
That's fine. You can
Also,
make
you
that-
can't spare the dying yourself if you are unconscious.
In that split second, I can cast it as a bonus action. So that was my question. In that split second, when I go to 0 hit points of,
I'm going to say that you have to target someone who is already unconscious with it, and by that virtue,
That's
you would not
called
be targeted
Death
until
Ward,
you are
by the way.
unconscious.
yes,
Yeah,
I know. I
Death
will
Ward
get Death
is
Ward
what you
for a
would
little
want
bit.
for that.
All right, well, fine. Then I will just.
You can
I
healing
will
word
just-
yourself.
I don't have. Healing Word is not one of my prepared spells. Cure Wounds is, but yeah. So
Heal yourself or attack.
How much damage can you deal with Word of
Word
Radiance?
of Radiance, 2d6.
Okay, that might work out. Does it add your spellcasting mod?
No.
Okay.
I mean, these are the little ones, right?
No, these are the man-sized ones.
These are the main-sized ones? Eh.
These are medium-sized creatures.
Are you gonna chance it?
I can tell you, I can tell you that an 11 kills one.
Yes,
You have
11
to roll
damage
pretty
will
good.
kill them. If you roll 5 and 6, you will kill.
I
all
do
of them
not
you
know how far above their hit point threshold that is. Also, they have a saving throw against your damage, so.
All right. Well, fuck it. You only live once.
This is Barovia. That's a lie. Let's see if 9 does it.
9 if they made their save, or they don't make their save.
I'll tell you about their con saves. Let's see, it's all 8 of them.
There are 9 around him. Just one's underneath his spiritual weapon.
No, that's 8. A 3x3 square covers 9 squares and
that's
he's in
right.
the middle.
He is the 9th, yeah.
Wait, what?
Sorry, there are 8 around you.
Yeah, a 3x3 square is 9 spaces, and you are in the middle, so there are only 8 spaces left for creatures to be around you.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, so all of them fail though. However, they have 11 max hit points. So
Damn it.
So close.
So let me see if I understand this from a game designing standpoint. They gave us 5 of the really weak ones and 24 of the stronger ones.
No,
they
there were
gave you 30 of the weak ones.
no, there were a lot more twig blights.
Yeah. There were a lot of things around the corner that
You couldn't see.
our ranger and monk just murdered. That's why Connie was freaking out and running back and forth, because she was hearing both sides of this fight.
Also, technically, I did it backwards. It was supposed to be 30 needle blights and 24 twig blights. I gave you 30 twig blights and 24 needle blights.
Okay.
We're fine. I can kill them 2 at a time.
Feel totally doable. I've got 1 key point left.
And just for fun, since this guy happens to... I do still have a bonus action. It's the only thing I can do as a bonus action. No, it's still there.
I was trying to mark the damage on him.
Oh, okay. Since he moved into the exact same square as it, I consider him running directly into it. So he deserves what he gets when it attacks him.
Yeah. Can you deal less than 2 damage?
I'm pretty sure not.
He's dead.
Sure, that I did max damage with.
Because, all of them around you currently have 2 hit points left. Jonelle, it is your turn. Also, at the top of your turn, Valis, you look over to the side and you see another druid and a handful more needle blights coming out of a basement.
Oh.
Wonderful.
It's okay. I can get to
So-
Valis.
I'm just going to take a 1 swipe at this guy. It's my 16, so we'll hit for 11 points of damage.
I don't think they expected you guys to be so split up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Again, that is a game design fault.
that one is dead.
And 5, 10.
No, these guys aren't that tough.
So that's a druid, huh?
Yep.
So, okay. So first, I'm gonna make my second attack against that guy.
All right, that hits. Roll damage. 11 points of damage exactly. He scatters into needles.
Then step forward again and use my bonus action to attack, and I'm going to use, well, if I hit, it's going to be Stunning Strike on the Druid.
All right. 22 hits.
22,
Roll damage
and
and your stunning strike.
It's a DC 14 Constitution save.
On save of 14. You rolled a 13. I need to set him to whisper his rolls. He is stunned. As you clock this druid across the side of their head, and they just kind of lose all sense of motion for a second.
So it's stunned until the end of my next turn.
All right. Anything else?
And that'd be it for me.
All right, Muddy.
All right, the one in the doorway in front of me and the one immediately to the south of it are getting green flame blade. Did. A 13 hits, I believe.
All right. Yes, 13 does hit.
The first one explodes.
So are we going from which ones?
This one and this one.
Okay.
And the second one... doesn't explode, but is on fire.
Yep, does take 8 points of fire damage.
And
flails.
And I'm about to take 3 attacks of opportunity. Well, 4. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Alright, so that's going to be 4 attacks from the needle blights. 12 misses you, 11 misses you, 7 misses you, 21 hits you for 4 piercing damage.
Alright, I take 4 damage. Ow. Alright, but I am now here.
Zanine, it is your turn. You have one of these little twig ones left.
Yep. Take that one out.
Alright, roll me an attack. You have to hit the attack one first. The one in your character sheet.
Yep. Forgot.
Character sheet, then chat.
There it is. Okay.
Alright, that hits.
And
Go ahead and roll damage. He is gone.
yay.
Alright, and then you have your 30 feet of movement to go wherever you want.
Okay, where are everybody else at? I can't see because it's all black.
They are over this way.
Okay, so I'm
and
going to
around
go.
the corner.
I'm going to take 20 feet. Move. Well, that'd be 15 feet from here.
Be where?
Here.
If you click the, there's a ruler icon on the far left. If you click that one, you can drag it, and it'll show you what the distance is to anywhere.
Okay, not seeing a ruler. Okay, there it is.
And then you can click and drag.
Nope, not that one. Alright, we're gonna move 5, 10, 15, wow. 20.
So that's
all I can do, right?
that's 15 right there, where you just moved
That's
to.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 15 feet.
Okay.
You got 2 more spaces you can move. Or no, sorry, you have 20, 25. You have 3 more spaces.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, and
You don't have to move like square. You can move diagonals.
okay.
So
So I want to get this guy out of the way.
Alright, roll me your second attack. A natural one unfortunately misses. But you do still have your Horde Breaker, which means you can make an attack against the Druid directly below him. And because the Druid is stunned, you have advantage. So you can go ahead and click the advantage toggle and make the attack again.
Advantage. And longsword.
22 hits. Roll damage.
And
12 points of damage. That hurts.
yay.
All right.
Is that it for me?
I think so, unless you want to cast, unless you have one of your spells that you can cast as a bonus action, which I think is only Hunter's Mark.
What would Hunter's Mark do?
It would mark one of your targets and let you deal a little bit of extra damage to them, but I think you might want to hold on to that one for right now, because nothing here has been super dangerous.
We'll hang on to it then. Now I'm done.
All right. Twig blights. Oh, the blights in general.
It's okay. I can see Valis. If he goes down, so long as they don't keep punching him after he's down, I can heal him.
You know what? Let's go ahead and start with that one. Valis, your armor class is what? 17?
Might as well just start there then.
17, correct.
17. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are. No, sorry, 7 because one can just. No, 8 because one can just filter in. And then 8 people in melee, 1 person shooting needles.
Is the person shooting needles perhaps shooting needles at me?
No.
Oh.
You have other things that are coming for you.
I was trying to be helpful.
Maybe
A
the
7.
ones that can see me don't want to attack Valis, but want to attack me as I round the corner.
Those are the ones that are behind you. 7 misses you, Valis.
Yep.
16 misses you.
Yep.
13 misses you.
Yep.
5 misses you.
Yep.
11 misses you.
Correct.
A 20 hits you for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Still standing.
Still good.
7 misses you.
Uh-huh.
6 misses you.
Yes.
Yeah, one
Every
guy is going to fire
time.
needles at you.
Okay.
16 misses you.
Yes.
Every time he
Shield up.
survives this
Put the
sort of
shield
thing.
up in front of the needles for the last one, because that was one off.
Every time he survives this kind of thing, he becomes more confident that he'll be fine. And does this more.
You realize that the next thing that his next plan
His word of radiance.
if it wasn't going to, if he didn't know it was going to kill him, would be radiant consumption, because they can't save against that.
Yeah.
But he's not
I
going
know.
to. Is
It's a nice pyrrhific
Literally
victory,
killed.
though. It'd be a nice, I'm going down, but I'm taking you with me.
Yeah.
I'm going down twig blights, but I'm taking you with me.
And it would be enough.
Yeah.
It would take 2 points of radiant damage.
They have to conga line to get me now. Haha.
William.
Yeah, I'm currently moving everything. There's a lot of stuff to move.
They're chasing after me right now. I've got a conga line of needle blights behind me.
All right, Connie, you have 4 people going for melee attacks around you. 18 hits you for 6 points of piercing damage. 5 misses you. 22 hits you for 7 points of piercing damage. And natural 1 misses you.
Okay, 7 damage total. That works.
And then over here, the druid is stunned and can't do anything. The needle blights, however, one of them is going to attack Zanine. A 20 will hit you, Zanine. You take 3 points of piercing damage. And then 2 of them are going to fire needles at Janelle, because they're also there. 19 hits you, Janelle.
Yes.
That'll be 9 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to use my deflect missiles.
Okay.
Try to catch that.
Throw it back.
Yeah, I can't throw it back because I'm out of key points, but I
Oh,
can still catch it.
Does a 16 hit you?
No. but I reduce it to 0, so I do catch the needle.
You catch one of the needles that comes at you, right before it would
I
jam
thought you
right
had one
in.
left.
Nope, I used it to
Oh,
stun
you use
the
it for
druid.
stunning strike. That's right.
So catch the needle between like 2 fingers and just kind of toss it to the side.
All right. That is those needle blights, and now for the ones that are around Maria. You have 2 that are in melee with you.
Yep.
That'll be a 10 to miss.
Yep.
An 11 to miss.
Yep.
And then 2 more that can hit you with needles. A natural 20
Damn it.
hits you for 11 points of piercing damage,
Ow!
and a 12 misses you.
I'm at 10 hit points.
All right. I believe
It's okay. If Maria dies, Van Helsing is coming in.
the druid is just going to cast Shillelagh on their weapon and stand right there. Then we bring it to Connie. You're up.
Okay. Yeah, we really shouldn't have spread out this much. I'm pretty sure everyone is No, actually, 2 of us are in the same room as each other. That's great.
Should be able to clear these guys up on this end pretty quickly.
Yeah, you guys seem like you're much more almost alive. So I'll take the 3 opportunity attacks and run across the hall, run across to there.
That'll be 4 actually, but yeah.
Oh, 4. Sorry. This little tiny pillar has
does it block line of sight?
Blocks line of sight. So I couldn't see that one. Even though it's completely reasonable to be attacked by it.
So only one of them hits you. It hits you for 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going down, but that's what the tank does. And I'm going to smash this one on me, reckless attack.
You can't not kill it. But 11? I think you actually missed it. Yeah, you missed that one.
You can't not kill it.
Unless you miss.
Second reckless attack.
That hits exactly. It's dead.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 12 damage definitely kills it.
You did more than its max hit points in damage.
Rest of my movement to move there. Yeah.
That's when Valis shouts about kill stealing.
That's a different character in a different game, and you know it. And it's also not Jeremy's character.
I don't know, the first several fights we got into, Valis was running around trying to kill something, but he always died before he got there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that isn't happening right now, so...
If Mark is going to fire his heavy crossbow with advantage at that druid. Wow.
I mean, he hit.
He hit.
Does he not have any dex? Does he not have a dex score?
He has a dex modifier of +1. He rolled a 1 on the d10.
Oh, I see.
He rolled minimum damage.
Plink.
And it hits the druid. Valis, you're up.
Word of Radiance.
I don't think...
Let's see if he can kill the fresh one that's right next to him.
Nope.
No, but you kill all the other ones.
Which one is the fresh one?
The one's underneath your blade again.
All right, well, it's going to die now because I do have a bonus action.
Yeah, no, they're all dead. Bing, 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 bing.
And
It's dead.
another
Yep.
9 force damage. Good. Boom! Also,
as Valis just holds up, Valis just holds up their hand with this holy symbol and utters a word, and the 7 of the 8 massive men made of of needles and twigs that surround them just turn to ash, and then a blade of radiant energy cuts through the one that remains.
oh man, we don't have kindling for our fire? Oh well. I burn the enemies of my dead for heat.
You burn the enemies of your dead for heat, is what you just said.
Uh-huh.
It should be you burn your enemies for heat.
burn the dead of my enemies. Yeah.
I take nothing back. Because there will soon be dead of mine, and these are my enemies of those dead. It still works.
And at the top of the round, 2 more massive creatures. These ones seem to be composed out of vines as opposed to needles or twigs. Barge their way down from one of the towers on the upper floor with a druid following behind them.
God damn it.
The hell have these druids
And
been
now
spending all their time doing?
Making
Now
these.
I should probably heal myself.
All right, Jonelle, you're up.
I am going to pummel this druid into the ground.
All right, you have advantage on the attacks.
Proceed with pummeling.
20 hits, roll damage. He's gone.
He's
Bam. He had 5 hit points left. No, he had 3 hit points left because of the crossbow shot.
Chonel goes, next.
Step forward. Next. Straight ahead. This guy.
All right.
That.
13 hits. The 12 would you wouldn't have had advantage, but the 12 would still hit. So roll damage. 11 exactly. He's gone.
I'm going to step forward again and hit this guy.
All right. 13 hits.
13? 7.
He's still up.
He's still alive for now.
And that's 10 feet. Zanine, you've got this.
I hope so.
I mean, those other 3 will be coming to you, so you don't have to move yet.
No.
They'll be approaching.
No, actually, I can wait here for this turn. That'll do it for me.
All right. Maria, it's your turn.
There's 2 more guys that need to get fired. They're the 2 that are in melee with me.
All right. Go ahead and make me an attack.
Yep. Da-da-da. I'm assuming 17 hits.
Yes, it does.
For 14 slashing and 5 fire on the top one.
That one is gone.
And then the bottom one takes 6 fire.
I feel like you'd be doing more damage if you just swung the greatsword twice. But do you not have
I don't
Thirsting
have
Blade
I
yet?
don't have Thirsting Blade, no.
Okay.
I have improved packed weapon. 5. Get an attack opportunity.
Yep. Needle Blight takes a swing at you. 11 misses you.
Yep.
So.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hello, Connie.
All right. Zanine, it is your turn.
Okay. Going to take out this guy.
All right, make me an attack with your longsword. 20 hits. Roll damage. 10 slashing damage. So close. He's almost dead.
Can't move my screen down anymore. Okay. Let's hit him again.
All right. 23 hits. There's no way he's not dead. Yep, he's gone.
Like to step forward and
then-
horde breaker the third one.
Yep, you can step into where he was and hit the second one for your last attack.
Okay.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Can't get it down on my screen. It's stuck. Okay, what
There.
do the other?
And he's gone. As you cleave your way past these two remaining needle blights, you have cleared the way. You only used 5 feet of your movement thus far. You still have another 25.
Okay, I'm stuck in here, John. I can't get off this screen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here, hang on. One
Sorry,
Like,
William.
I cannot see.
I don't know what I did.
As I leave one screen and enter another.
Don't know what I did.
You accidentally scrolled all the way up.
Okay. Thank you. Here. Okay.
The magical teleporting dungeon master.
Yay! Thank you.
Alright, yeah, you still have 25 feet of movement to go wherever you feel like.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Where's everybody at?
As far as you know, way off to the left.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
You can go up to
Five.
here.
There's been plenty of shouting. Maria's been shouting.
25.
Plenty of
Maria's
shouting, and then
dramatic
there's
like that.
you guys just stepped out here.
Alright. That'll be your turn, which brings it back to the blights. Alright, it's a lot of movement going on as the blights proceed to shamble to meet up with the group of you.
Wow, these just keep coming, don't they?
Oh yeah. As this one needle blight steps forward to take a swing at Valis. Misses with a 5.
Hey, Valis lives another
Excellent.
round.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, as another needle blight steps forward. Bink. Bink. As they
I
start to calm
apologize
their
for the
way.
sounds. Something is backing up outside.
We can't
You
hear
can't
it.
hear it, so it's not bad.
Okay.
The druid has to dash, but ends up over here next to Maria.
Hello. Hello. I would like you to meet my friend. She is a very beautiful barbarian behind me and has a very big sword.
And as a vine blight steps up to Valis.
You have the exact same sword right now.
Oh, good.
I do.
25, 30, as the vine blight steps up next to Maria, next to the druid. Hi, I'd like you to meet my friend. He's made of vines and is going to eat you, says the druid.
I've seen worse.
The red.
So
And-
can it attack me?
Okay.
Does attacking
Important
sideways throw a
No,
wall?
the one that is attacking you, Valis, can barely reach you. You have 3/4 cover from it.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Important question: is the druid pretty?
The druid is not pretty, but isn't necessarily ugly. They have a charisma. They have a charisma of 11.
The druid
Okay.
is
They're
plain.
fairly standard. They're fairly box standard.
Then everything's fine.
What I wouldn't give for a wand of lightning bolts right now.
I know, right? Thinking like,
Just like
A 14 definitely misses you, Valis.
huh?
A
Yeah, so
14
14
definitely
is-
misses you, Valis. I always need to put these guys on whispering. especially with your cover.
Seems like the pre-gen stuff that the adventures use,
Yeah, it's
at
really-
least.
Is never whispered, and it really should be.
I think it
and
would
then
be.
second one is going to attack you, Maria, with a 17.
Fuck.
It's going to be 10 bludgeoning damage
I am
And you are
unconscious.
by the Divine Blight.
That put me to 0 exactly because I was saving my cure wounds for Valis.
I have cure wounds.
Yes, but you were closer to death than I was.
Until the
That's
Divine
fair.
Blight hit you.
Yeah.
So, refresh
Somebody
my memory, did we get any healing items? Because I seem to remember we were having trouble finding those.
No.
As far as I am aware,
No, we didn't find any healing potions or anything like that.
And the 3 needle blights that are able to fire needles at you, Valis, all miss.
Oh, good. That's a good thing.
Connie, 'tis your turn.
I am unconscious and grappled.
Okay,
See if you can drag the warlock into
Are
my
you-
range of vision.
yeah. I was gonna say, is Valis still conscious? Because his health bar seems very low.
Valis
He's
is
still conscious, yes.
He has 2 whole hit points left. He's
Okay.
fine.
I
Got
am,
it.
I am 15 feet away from you, Valis.
So, thought one, is it possible to counter grapple and essentially remove Maria and get her myself?
Yeah, you would be making a grapple check opposed by the escape DC for the Divine Blight.
Okay, I'm gonna that's athletic, so I'm gonna go for that. Oh, that's my hit dice. I don't know why I rolled that.
Wishful thinking.
21. If this thing's got a DC higher than 21, we're in or 17.
No, it really doesn't. It doesn't have a DC higher than 17 either.
Are you raging?
You pull.
I am not raging because I was saving my rage, and then everyone got split up, so I wasn't able to attack.
Then it would be a
anything.
17.
Valid
You only get...
Yeah, the
Yes.
17,
Yeah.
17 still beats it.
I asked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. I am
Yeah.
aware of my own abilities.
Yep.
Again.
Yes,
so
the
yeah.
17 breaks free.
So I grab Maria and I'll
Just
scoot
shove
here,
her in my
essentially
direction.
Scooting Maria here.
Yep.
And
Imagine holding Maria up at the back of her shirt,
Yeah.
going, "Heal her."
typically, if you were forcibly moved by something, they do not get attacks of opportunity on you.
Yes. So yeah, the Divine Blight does not. The Divine Blight and the Druid do not get to swing at Maria.
And using the rest of my movement after having dragged Maria there, I'm gonna move back to here, or back to here, where Valis can still technically see me.
Oh, good.
Wait,
Alright.
was that was my action to get her out, right?
That was one of your attacks, technically. You can
Okay.
technically make a second attack.
So yeah, I'll scoot all the way back in and go at the druid.
All right. Go ahead
Reckless
and make me an attack roll.
attack. Great sword.
21 or 15. 15 hits.
Wait, the reckless, just so I can check if I got crit.
Nope, not quite.
Nope.
11
11
11 points of damage. All right.
Come on, be as weak as a twig blight.
Not quite.
Ugh. Yep. Most of what I'm trying to do is be the bigger threat.
Okay, Smark is going to try and catch up to Zanine. He's going to, because he's not quite in melee again, fire his crossbow. Hey! He hits and actually deals moderate damage. Let's do the one up top. Hey. Alright. Valis, it is your
All
turn.
right. So, I'm just going to drop this in chat. That first paragraph, when you would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a spell to a creature at 0 hit points, you instead use the highest possible number for each die.
Okay.
3rd level cure wounds.
Okay.
Which is
So
how much?
That is
2d8?
24 plus my spellcasting ability. You get 28 hit points back.
I'm,
Do you
Nice.
have 28 hit points?
I have 33 hit points.
Ah.
So I'm almost back to full.
Good, because you're gonna need to heal me when I go there.
The circle of healing.
And for my bonus action, I will. I feel like hopefully trying to take down the vine blight is perhaps more important than the tree blight, or the twig. I don't know, the other blight.
The needle blights.
Yes.
They fire needles at you.
So I am going to big ol' spiritual greatsword attack the vine thing.
Go ahead and roll me an attack on the vine blight.
21.
That hits. Roll damage.
For 9 force damage.
Yep. Takes 9 points of force damage.
And I am going to move, because as near as I can tell, there is nothing that will opportunity attack me if I do this. Here.
Yep, nope. Nothing gets to opportunity attack you there, and...
Oh, look, everything just lost its missile attack at us.
I was about to say, and also the Vine Blight, you get total cover from the Vine Blight, so...
How big are the vine blights?
The Vine Blights are medium. They're just really big medium.
Yeah, but now I can't heal you, because they're going to step out and block my path.
Jonelle, it is your turn.
You're going first.
That's fair.
Oops, let's actually change my cursor. I don't even see where the other people are at the present moment, so...
Yeah.
And according to the book, that's all the reinforcements that are coming for you.
According to the book, meaning at GM Fiat.
We've got everything on the table. Now we just have to kill it all.
Yeah. I'm going to step up here in front of... What's his name? And take a first swipe at the guy in front of me here. Directly in front. 14, I'm hoping will hit.
Yeah, we've established they get hit on at 12.
Yeah, 14 hits.
11.
He's gone. Are you going for the one up top or the one in the bottom?
On the top.
Okay. Yeah, he's super gone.
Second attack at the guy at the bottom.
All right.
1. 8.
8. Takes 8 points of damage.
I'm still going to step forward and aim for this guy over here.
All right.
What's that?
12 hits. Roll damage.
11.
You're rolling max damage on those punches a lot.
I have been, which is awesome.
2 more.
Also, it's
needle
awesome that
bites
your
now.
max damage is exactly what it needs to kill a needle blight. All right, Muddy.
And, hold on, I'm going to continue to step forward here to this guy. And since I made an attack on him, he does not get an attack of opportunity on me.
I thought that was the Drunken Master thing, not the Favored Soul thing.
Yeah, that's Drunken Master.
Mobility feat.
Oh, mobility. Okay, never mind.
I'm going to step down here. Wave a hand at all the twig blights. Hi. Or at all the needle blights. Hi. Use my other hand to touch Valis. And use my 1 cure wounds for the day. You get 9 hit points back, Valis.
Yay!
And then I step back over here. Which I guess one of the vine blight might get an attack of opportunity against me. I don't know.
Yeah, he will. He just doesn't. You have like 3/4 cover against him, so increase your armor class by 5. That's an 18.
If my armor class is increased by 5, it's a miss.
Okay, yeah. He tries to swing at you and misses because there is too much wall in the way. All right. Zanine.
Okay, I'm going to finish off this guy, hopefully.
Probably. Make an attack. That hits. Roll damage. He's gone.
Okay. And I'm going to move
5, 10, 15.
15 over here to the stairs. And do I have another attack?
Yes, you do.
I'm going to hit this guy.
That hits. Roll damage. 8 points of damage. Unfortunately, because there is nothing else nearby, you won't be able to Horde Breaker.
I can't, I'm opposite Janelle.
But she gets advantage on that.
Yeah, you do have advantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Roll again and see if you make a critical hit.
Just in case.
The
No, the attack. Roll
attack.
again.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, it wasn't a critical. Okay. Yeah.
And
You hit-
then
Yeah. You don't have a third attack. Because there's the Horde Breaker specifically has to hit something that was next to
Okay.
something you hit. So that's the end of your turn. Brings it to the Blights and the Druid. Needle Blight kind of stumbles forward down the stairs.
Come on. Take a step to surround so one of us gets an attack of opportunity.
Well,
I really want that Needle Blight to step over next to Valis.
Oh, I am seeing all of these through the door that the druid came through. It's not good, huh?
Yeah, it's just a line of Needle Blights.
Vine Blight's gonna step down here.
Oh, I get an attack of opportunity against it then.
Yep. And the Druid's gonna step up here.
Because it would have had, and Valis would get an attack of opportunity against the Druid.
Yep. Both of these are true.
Vine Blight. Fuck!
Natural 1 misses, unfortunately.
Of course I would roll a natural 1 on my opportunity attack.
Smooth move.
Valis,
Yep.
you get an opportunity attack against the Druid.
Yep. All right, I will. I need to read how something works here. You can make. Okay. In that case, since I have Warcaster, that's going to be a guiding bolt.
All right. 20 hits. Roll damage.
19 radiant damage, and the
Ow.
next attack against them has advantage.
Ow.
I will make use of that.
That was some
Okay.
good damage. I'm happy with that.
First off, the Needle Blight on Zanine is going to attack Zanine. Maybe an 8, which misses. Then the Druid on Connie is going to attack with their Shillelagh.
It's fine. I'm fine.
That's 20 to hit for 6 points of damage.
That'll hit and 6 damage. I can take a lot more than that.
The very injured Druid is going to cast Bark Skin on themselves.
That seems like a wise thing to do.
And then the Vine Blight going to attack Valis. That is a 16 to hit.
Boom!
As this massive man made of vines reaches out with all of these like rotting masses of plant matter to reach out for you, and you just bring the shield up and force it back.
See, for me, having an armor class of 17, it feels like being invincible, which is why I do this stuff, because my characters usually have armor classes in the 12 to 15 range.
Yeah.
At like 11th to 13th level.
Yeah.
So
I am in the same boat. Yeah. So is the vine blight next to me not gonna do anything, or?
It is going to attack you as well. I'm just going through this stuff one at a time. 16? Does 16 hit you, Connie?
No. 17.
So yeah,
AC.
both the vine blights rolling the same number twice managed to miss, and then the two needle blights that are actually able to get swings out. It's a natural 20 to hit you, Connie.
Lucky.
The natural 20 to hit you, Connie.
Natural 20 will hit
Sorry,
me.
not
No.
Connie, Maria.
Yeah, no, me.
Which for 13 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
glad I gave you as many hit points as I gave you.
Yeah, no, now I'm back to 15.
I can only do that when you hit 0, though. What I'm saying is drop unconscious again.
And
I'll do
a
my
17 hits you, Valis, I'm assuming,
Yes.
for 7 points of piercing damage.
Nah. I still have 4 hit points. I'm good.
Yeah, I gave you 9, so they haven't gone through the hit points I gave you. I can't do that anymore.
Connie, it's your turn.
Okay. Things need to start dying, starting with the druid that's in front of me.
All right.
I'm gonna finally just spend that rage.
Rage.
Oh,
I'm free now.
I'm assuming everything got advantage on me?
Yes, they did.
Okay. Because I reckless last turn. I'm gonna reckless again. This time I am raging. 16 on the druid.
Yes, that will hit.
Considering that they have bark skin, 16 has to hit them, otherwise they wouldn't need bark skin.
9 slashing damage.
All right.
Yes, but I'm not playing the inference game. I'm playing the asking the GM if something hits game. 15.
Yes, that hits. Roll damage again. 8 more damage. You bring the druid low.
For fuck's sake. I am rolling shit damage right now. Okay.
What? It
She's
was enough.
down. I'm gonna move to... No, I'll just stay there so I don't have an opportunity attack right now. Actually, I'm gonna move here so that some of those twig blights might stop attacking my allies.
Make yourself a visible target. Yeah, that works.
Yep.
Anything else on
Needle
your turn?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. Now, Ismark is going to step over here, and with the concerted effort of his companions, is hopefully going to kill this last needle blight over here. Yes, he is. That needle blight is dead.
Yay! Now you can go into the house and attack them from behind.
I'm not exactly sure where you guys went, so...
You'll
I'm
find
probably
us,
going to
don't worry.
log-
Hear the sounds of combat, so
Yeah.
pinging again. We're where we were last time we pinged.
Valis, it's your turn.
Yep.
Physician, heal thyself.
That's the tree. That's the vine blight, right?
Yeah, the blue face.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably, I only have 4 hit points right now, so I should probably heal.
But
That said, how fucked up do these things look?
The vine blight is still going strong. It hasn't even taken half its hit points yet, but the needle blight directly in front of you is bloodied, as much as a plant can be bloodied.
I will kill it on my turn.
Oh, I
That said,
suppose I will
the,
heal
the
myself.
druid is also looking a little rough.
I will probably kill it too. Hopefully.
Oh, well, no, I will do both. I will heal myself, and I will hurt.
Vampiric touch.
As I cast Vampiric Touch.
At the Vine Blight.
And I reach out to...
It's got more
probably
health.
yes. Yes, I'm aware. I'm just looking at... Yeah, okay. So...
Oh, man.
18
Yes.
for 10 necrotic damage.
On which target?
On the Vine Blight, yes.
The Vine Blight?
Yep.
Okay, so.
And I gain 5 hit points back.
Yes, you do.
And for my bonus action, boop, be-doop, be-doop. I'm assuming that people don't count as difficult terrain for
No, not for a spiritual
ghostly-
weapon, no.
Yeah. Then it is attacking the druid with advantage. 19
Yes, roll damage. Their armor class is currently stuck.
for 8 force damage.
Holy shit, you exactly killed her.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good. I can kill needle blights then.
And that is my action.
Top of the
Because I do
round.
not wish to move and take opportunity attacks.
Okay, so 45 feet to the corner.
Hi.
And hello. That's where you are. 45. Really liking having this monk speed and everything.
Monk speed is nice.
Let's move there.
You know how fast
I'm
you're
going to
rolling?
take-
Monk speed.
I'm going to make 2 Sunbolt attacks, one at each of these 2 guys. So coming around, blazing around the corner, see these 2, I'm going to fire off 2 shots. So the one on the right first. 12
That hits, roll damage.
for
And
10,
scattered on the one on the right.
and the one on the left,
That hits.
19 for 9.
9. 9?
Doesn't quite have the same effect when that's not our name.
No, it's not. Alright, is that your turn?
That would be it. I don't have any key points to spend to make extra attacks.
Muddy.
I'm going to circle around this building, which is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from that needle blight.
Yep.
It is going to give me advantage on the vine blight.
Alright.
Does it hit me? Does the needle blight hit me?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. And I'm going to green flame blade. With advantage. The
21 hits.
Vine blight takes 14 slashing and 2 fire.
It is dead.
And the needle blight next to it takes 9 fire.
It is also dead.
They come around and... And that took all of my movement and all of my action. So, that's my turn.
Alright, Zanine, it's your turn.
Okay, I need to move to find out what's going on. So, how much movement do I have?
You have 30 feet. So 6 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really can't do anything from here. Yes, and that's my turn. Yeah.
Now it's the enemy's turn.
Alright. Alright, enemies. The Vine Blight's gonna try and attack Connie with advantage because it's flanking with the Needle Blights. Also because reckless.
Yep.
Say 22 hit you.
Yep.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. As the
non-magical, I assume?
Non-magical.
Cool.
So,
Reduced.
did you chose to rage? I forgot.
Yes, I did rage,
Okay.
eventually.
Okay. Yeah. You take half of that, which will be 3.
Yep.
But you are also restrained as the vines wrap around your body.
Got it.
Which will give these Needle Blights, who will proceed to surround you, advantage on hitting you.
Give me a second.
Right, you're on.
Sorry, for some reason I thought that barbarians had a reaction thing
Okay.
that doesn't actually exist.
Depends on the type of barbarian.
And level. I made a mistake.
All right. So a 21 to hit you will
Yep.
deal 5 points of piercing, half to 2.
Glad I fucking raged.
16 will miss you.
Yep.
A natural 20 will hit you for 9 points of piercing, half to 4.
Yep.
And a natural 20 again will hit you for 11 points of piercing, half to 5.
Better to hit me because I am easier to.
Pick back
Yeah.
up.
And then these guys are going to step
I'm still
out.
alive though.
Look, we're down to like only a few now.
One attacking Maria and 2 attacking Valis. So 22 to hit you, Maria, for 6 points of piercing damage.
Of course it hits me.
Natural 1 misses Valis. And a natural 1 misses Valis.
These things were not destined to take me down.
Apparently not. Connie, it's your turn. You are currently restrained and grappled.
Okay. How hurt does the venom bite, whatever,
The vine
whatever.
bite? Has not been hit.
Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna try and keep these things' attention as much as I can, which means I assume it would be my action to break out of the grapple.
Does escaping a grapple count as... No, it'll actually just be one of your grapple attempts. So it'll be one of your
Okay.
attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Athletics,
Yeah, because other things
which I do
specify that
have
they can use
advantage
their
on
action.
now. 20. He gets out.
Yeah, 20 does get out.
And then I'm gonna just go smashing at the twig blights.
The needle blight, sorry.
Yeah, Neo blight. Sorry, 14
hits.
misses.
That hits, actually.
Oh, 14 hits for 14 damage. Great for 10 damage, and I still have my divine fury, so that hit.
Yeah, it's gone. but you only have the one attack because you had to use one of them to break out.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. So 19 damage should kill it.
Yep, dead.
Yeah, and that's what I got.
Alright. Ismark. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Step around here. Hit this one. Wow, Ismark. There you go. 9 points of damage to this one. Alright, Valis, you up.
Cool. All right. As I look through all my tabs. There we go. All right. Well, I got assholes to kill.
Clear the doorway.
Which of these three assholes around me looks like they have the most health?
All of them are uninjured.
Okay. So we will start with, let's go with the one in between me and Maria. So I've got advantage on that. 21.
That hits.
For 9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I get 4 back. And then my spiritual weapon attacks the other one between me and it, which also has advantage. 23. Note that staved off a natural one on both of those rolls.
Yeah.
For a 9 force damage, which does not heal anything. And that's my turn.
All right, Janelle, you're up.
Okay, so is this a doorway here? Or is it the doorway down here?
Yeah, it's a doorway.
This is the doorway?
They both are.
No, that's an open
it's an archway.
walkway on a platform. The doorway is here.
Patio.
Yeah, this is an open patio.
Okay. Kind of hard to tell when things are here if I can move into there or not. So first, I'm going to take one swing at this guy down here. 14 for 10 points of damage.
All right. Yes. That one is the uninjured one, though.
Oh, I'm going to take one attack of opportunity there from the other guy, but that's okay.
A natural 20 hits you for 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow. And I'm going to step up into here and take my last 2 attacks against this. This is the Vine Blat, right?
Yep.
17
hits.
for 9. And
Natural
a natural 20
13.
for 13.
Ow. Maria.
Green flame blade at the one between me and Valis. As soon as I find my character sheet. I have advantage. Advantage. 27.
That hits.
14 slashing, 3 fire, and then the one just north of that
Is dead.
takes 10 points of fire damage.
Yeah, they're dead.
Oh yeah. And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Over to the patio. That's my turn.
All right, Zanine, it's your turn.
Okay. How bad is this guy right here?
The one needle blight.
Yeah.
This guy, he's looking super rough.
All right. I'm gonna move down. Hopefully knock him out of the way.
All right, making an attack.
There it is. Okay.
11, unfortunately, just misses. You do have a second attack, though, so you can hit him again. 22 hits, roll damage. And he's gone.
Okay. Do I have any more movement?
You've only used 15 feet. You have another 15 feet.
5, 10. Hit him.
You've already used your first 2 attacks, and he was not nearby for a horde breaker, so you're out of attacks at this point.
Okay, well, I need to back up. Okay,
Yes, you stay right
that'll
there.
be the end of my movement.
All right. So that brings it to the Blight's turn. There's just the 3 Twig Blights left, 2 of which are going after Connie, or 3 Needle
Yeah.
Blights. 1 he hits you for 4 piercing damage, half to 2,
Okay.
and 5 misses you. And then the one on Valis misses with a 12. And then the Vine Blight is going to try and grapple you again, because it has advantage on you specifically. It rolls an 11 and misses you.
Nice.
Connie, it's your turn.
Okay. So, now that there's more people here, I'm just going to start smashing into the twig blights so that everyone else can clear out the more dangerous stuff.
All right.
Uh.
Make me attacks.
Great Sword Rage. I hit it twice, but 11 misses and 24 hits, I assume?
Yes. Which one of the 2 Needle Blights are you going for?
The one right in front of me.
Okay.
There.
Yeah. Well, that one's the injured one, so you can't actually not kill him. He's gone.
Yeah. And then basically just so that I use up the Venom Blight's reaction, hopefully, I'm going to move here.
Oh, yeah. He's too stupid to not attack you, so.
Yeah. He has advantage, but...
But he misses with a 14.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That. Okay, so now you guys can move around it without worry.
Yep. Ismark is going to step over here and flank the Vine Blight with Jonelle. Longsword. Well, he kills it in 1. As he drives his longsword into the chest of this Vine Blight and drives it to the ground. It scatters into a mass of vines. And then he's going to step over here and attack the Needle Blight. Also kills that one in 1. Damn. Apparently Ismark got tired of being in the back line.
Ismark, okay, we're done here.
Alright, well, it's going to be Ismark's turn. Valis.
All right. Hold on a second. All right. We're gonna eat this thing right in front of us. So 20
That hits. Roll damage.
for if I can get the stupid symbol to. Yeah.
11
For
necrotic, he's super dead.
11, yep, 11 points of necrotic. And
My phone. Sorry, guys.
Sorry,
okay.
it just
That was loud.
it is
also dramatic
appropriate.
music.
It is appropriate for
Appropriate.
Barovia, to be
It was
fair.
right next to the baker.
And 5, 10, 15. Is there anything else to kill?
No, actually. You have finished off everything that has come to fight you.
Hey.
And so,
Notice she had come to face you.
as the last of the various blights and druids that had come to oppose you falls to the ground, and everything goes quiet for a moment, we will pick up for the rest of you, for you exploring the rest of this vineyard to find out what else lies here and potentially what the source of this incursion was next week.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Adios.
Goodbye.